Good evening, guys. Welcome to my live. So this section of my live, I'm going to talk about the struggles that I've faced after arriving into the UK. I share my story where I almost sleep on the night bus, and I also share my story when I arrived in the UK, or I found out that my partner was already in a relationship which he did not tell me about. So I want to share about some of the struggles that I faced when I came here first. So after I have rented a room and I was paying £40 a week, my friend that initially that I stayed with when I came here after finding out that my partner was living with someone else. So that friend was working in a hair salon, and she has got a job in that salon for me. So I started to work in that salon where I was working. I think I was working about £40. No, I was getting £25 a day. Yes, then to work in the salon. I used to plait people ear. As you can see in my videos that I do people ears. So I used to work in a salon as a hairdresser. So, and at the same time I had to save to go to college. So many days when I go to work, I could not buy lunch. I never used to cook at the room that I rent. Some of the time I used to buy chicken and chips. A lot of chicken and chips I used to buy those days. Like when I'm going home, I would have chicken and chips, and that's it. I would have to eat one time for the day because of saving money to pay for college. Sometimes I have to send money back home to my kids. Then I have to pay for my rent for the room that I rent. And I was getting like £25 a day. And I think I was working like 3 or 4 days, some week 2 days. And I worked there for quite a while. How I ended up leave that job, I wanted a letter from the person that employed me to apply for a NI. And she promised me for that letter for a long time. Long time she promised me to write that letter, give to me, and every time she keep on putting me off. Please like up the live, guys. Thank you for liking the live. Every time she keep putting me off, you know, and promising me that she's gonna write the letter. Another week she promised me the same thing. I remembered one day I get so upset and I said, you know what, I'm leaving regardless of what was the situation that was gonna turn out. And I left that job that evening and went into an agency and signed up, you know. I didn't even have paper to work. I'm gonna talk about that bit after. So I signed up with this agency and the gentleman signed me up, you know, and gave me a letter. So that's how I could go and apply for my national insurance number. And, you know, I got another job into a hair salon in the day at another place, and I was doing the agency job in the morning, a little cleaning job. And I used to go like from maybe 4 o'clock, and I used to work until 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. I can't remember exactly, but I used to do 2 hours in the morning with that agency when they have work. Cause they used to like give people who were working with the agency for a longer time than I was. They used to secure them, make sure that they get a job, but it's whatever left they would give to those who recently signed up. So I worked there for a while until I get my NI, and you know, we move on and such likes. Initially, when I was coming into the UK, I got 6 months at the airport. So that 6 months was not allowed, it didn't allow me to work. So that agency that signed me up, they just did me a favor, because in those days it wasn't so much like today where you have to bring everything. When you're looking for a job, you have to bring everything. They were more lenient then, and they weren't being fined if they were employing any illegal people. So, you know, it wasn't a big thing then. Anyway, so I worked there for some time, and you know, when sometimes life really hard and things get rough, and so I remembered my father told me about my cousin, which is his sister's son, that was living in the UK. I remembered when I came here first, and after some time, my dad's nephew, my cousin gave me his number. I phoned him and just to tell him that I was in the UK. Very happy, Thought that I was gonna go and meet him and all of that. After meeting him, he told me that I should call him tomorrow evening. Because he's at work, yes. He said, I am at work now, call me tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening when I came to the phone box and was calling him, no answer up till today. He did not answer me. I don't know what he did with that chip. If he threw it away, if he blocked me, but he could not block me because I was calling him from random phone boxes. I think he threw away that chip. I could not get in touch with him until years after I found that he died. I did not even meet his children or anybody. So he was the only cousin I could say for blood family I had here when I came here. So basically, I just have to struggle my way through. Sometimes months or weeks I could not find money to send for my children. I was able to pay the rent, keep a roof over my head, pay the college fee, and those are the things that I could afford to do. Sometimes I could not send money for my children, and that's it, I managed through it, I remember another time, my friend that I stayed when I came here introduced me to this lady for me to do some cleaning job. And those days when I was not going with the agency, because as I said, they were giving me job all the time. So those days when they don't give me any job, my friend set it up for me to go with this lady to do cleaning job. I go with this lady so many times to do the cleaning job. I went with her like weeks, doing the cleaning job in the morning. And, she didn't carry me to the boss or anybody. I was going there with her, not knowing that the lady was not going to pay me. I worked so many weeks with that woman, and she did not pay me, I saw her years after, up till now. I don't think even up till now she managed to sort herself out. You see, dishonesty is have a way of coming back to bite you. Yeah, I'm not saying that because of she did not pay me, she didn't get through. But I know for a fact, what you sow is what you definitely reap. And I wish her all the best anywhere she is at this moment in her life. Yeah, man, so that's what I do. So I was working at another hairdressing shop now. I don't know how my partner found out that I was working there. I don't know if he trailed me or if my friend told him that I was working at the shop. I don't know. One day I was at the shop, the man turned up at the shop making big eruption with me, Yeah, big eruption with me. Because from him locked me out and I go my separate, I didn't bother with him anymore. So he came at the shop, was making big eruption with me and keep on coming every day and all of that. So we start talking again, and then the lady that I was working for at the shop encouraged me, said I should give him another try because him and the previous partner separated, and and his name carry me come here, to loyalty. I should give him, another try. And I eventually give him another try. Then when I went back with him, he started with foolishness again. So I move out and leave him again, I move out this time and leave him. After I move out and leave him, I went and lived in a place called Peckham. And I was living in Peckham in a room for a while. Until one day, I was going out the high street. And I run up into the same man. Yeah, run up into him. Oh my days, I couldn't get rid of the man. No, everywhere I turn, I couldn't get rid of him. And that day, we start talking again. Until this time, we get serious and talk and talk and talk and talk. Until we get back together. So, my life in England has been really ups and downs. I remember some of the memories when I came here first. I find that it was really, really nice outside. The sun hot out there. And when you thought that, you don't have to wear a jacket, when you go outside, you have to run back in for your jacket, because the sun will be hot outside. And even though it's hot, when you go out there, it's cold. Also, when it comes September, October, and the place start to look dark, the evening time looks so dark. That's some of my memory that it used to get so dark, I used to cry, that I wanted to go home. But when I remember leaving 2 children them back home, I said, no, I can't go home. I don't know if anybody else have those feelings or ever experienced those. It would be nice for them to comment in the comment section. How did they cope with the change of environment, change of culture? Because when I came here first, and I realized that when it comes September, October, the place start to get really dark, I start to cry and say, I want to go to my yard. Ball living here, I water. So I want to go home back, And eventually till it dawned on me that this is how England is. Because back home, when you see it get dark and overcast like that, you definitely know that it's going to rain. Over here, it will get dark like that and no rain not falling. So when I saw it first, I used to get really depressed and cry a lot that I want to go home until I get used to it. Another thing as well, when it's really, we used to wait on the bus stop, sometimes the bus driver would be coming and they will just drive past us at the bus stop and I tell us it's freezing cold. If freezing cold, so tell you feel like your ears like a freeze, like a drop off of your body, or it's cold, So those are some of my memories. All when the weather nice, though me cold and afraid of the cold, all when the weather nice over here, me always I wear my jacket. My friend used to laugh for me and say, oh, me I wear a big old booger yaga jacket all the time. But I love because I'm afraid of the cold, So this is another section of my struggle that I experienced when I came here. I have more struggle to talk about, but as I'm already at 13 minutes, I'm gonna leave it there for this session. I hope you like my video. If you got any similar experience, you can comment it in the comment section. Talk about how you felt when you came here. For me, another part of struggle that I face, I struggle a lot, especially when it comes to Christmas, knowing that my children were not with me. I used to cry a lot and lock up myself in the house and don't let nobody in. Yes, when my partner came and knock on the door, I don't let him in, me in the ball, not let him in, because I used to miss my children them a lot, and my family and friends. I didn't know anybody, so it was really a struggle for me. People that migrated overseas, they go through a lot of emotional experience, different emotional feelings. Because you come to a new places, you don't know anybody, you don't have any close friend. I would say in other words, dog named dog are foreign. But, it's not that dog named dog are foreign. It's because people busy and people don't have no time for each other. And if you're going over somebody else, you have to make an appointment. You can't just turn up. Like what we used to in Jamaica, it's different over here. So these are some of my struggles that I face. Also, when I used to go on the train, people just pass it, they don't say hi to you. That was a big thing for me. And being a neighbor, they would just pass in the passage, nobody called to nobody. I was thinking first that they are very rude, but I grew and find out that this is a culture. So those are some of the things that I face. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'll definitely share some more struggle with you guys. Alright, so until the next upload, take care. Remember to like the video, remember to comment, and remember to subscribe to the channel. Remember, God is love. Peace out.